So what do we do to help people to save? How do we have to make sure they have something to fall back on? One idea is to create savings accounts for lower income families and creating an incentive for them to save by matching what they're able to save. In other words, if they meet the criteria, the economic and financial criteria, we set up the account for them, we do financial literacy training, we match what they're able to save so they have an incentive to save, and because we match it, they're able to save more. That has to be married to a policy of seriously cracking down on payday and predatory lenders who strip away the assets of low-income families constantly. And I always, when I'm speaking at these things, sometimes we've got a lot of experts in this hall, but a lot of times when I'm talking about this, I have to explain to people who don't understand why anybody would go to a payday or predatory lender and pay 400% interest. And of course, the truth is people go because they don't have any choice. They don't have a bank account, they don't have a credit card, they run out of money in 2 days to payday, and their children have to eat. They'll do anything they have to do. And those are the people who are vulnerable to these payday and predatory lenders, which is why they have to be regulated, and regulated in a very, very serious way. Here's another issue. We have lots of chronically unemployed, particularly young people in America. And we have to find ways to get these young people, these young men and women, on a path to productivity. What I propose is that we create 1 million, what I call stepping stone jobs, for those who can't be employed in any other way. And what it does is it creates a work ethic, and this will be government funded, creates a work ethic. We put them to work in our communities, whether it's in parks or recreation centers. There are a wide range of jobs that these folks could do. And that they develop a work experience which allows them to be employable. I mean, the problem that a lot of these young people have is that, particularly that are college educated, is they don't have any specific skills, they don't get into the workforce, and basically they're stuck in this terrible cycle forever. So we want to get them in the right path, and these stepping stone jobs would help accomplish that. We have a housing policy in America, public housing policy, that is completely broken. HUD, the agency, the bureaucracy that's responsible for administering it, has huge internal issues. But if you step back from this for a moment, the real problem is that we have been clustering poor people together for decades now. And how long is it going to take us to figure out this does not work? It feeds the cycle of poverty.